What is the identity of the 49ers offense? Tell me right now.
I think after this last game, I think their identity is they're going to be more like water and clay in terms of they can shapeshift to whatever they want now. I think now that Kyle Shanahan saw an offense that he called for, that passing they can actually be well at, and finally, because thank God they finally got rid of the run. Like, Jesus, man. But I'm just happy they finally got that tendency breaker on as a passing game, and they utilized to get the offense on balance to keep the defense now like playing more honest. So to me, I think they're playing more adaptable. So now it's like, all right, you want to commit to the run? We'll pass it. Okay, you're defending us well against the pass. We still have the run that we're so adequate and precise on. So I think now they have both ways that they could throw the changeup at you, the fastball, the curveball, the sinker at you. I think now they finally got a grip on that. Now I know it was just one game. They still have to show that they can sustain it and play consistency on a week-to-week basis. But I think that's finally something they have in their bag now that they should be. That's going to be their identity. They can give you one way or the other, more adaptable.
I still think they're the same essential offense. You have a ball control offense. You have a horizontal passing game. It's not explosive. But what they've done is they were a run-first offense. We're going to come out, we're going to establish the run, and we're going to try to throw play action off of that eventually. And that doesn't work with this team anymore. Everyone expects it. So what they're doing is passing first. And they end up with a balanced approach by the end of the game. But you come out passing, establish that, then the defense is on their heels. And in the second half, you whip out, man, I keep using the wrong words. You break out Elijah Mitchell, and now you use him as the closer, and you're running in the second half. I think it works really well. It's a pass-first team, but it's a balanced offense. When they were run-first, it wasn't balanced. It was a one-dimensional, run-only offense. You never got to your passing game. My only question is, what happens if the Niners are losing in the second half, and it's not just like pass-first? You have to pass to come back against a team like the Chiefs. Like, eventually, if the Niners are going to win the Super Bowl, they're probably going to have to beat the Chiefs or a team like that. Can you really go throw for throw with an explosive offense? I don't know about that. I mean, Arizona wasn't explosive. The Chargers weren't explosive. Eventually, Miami is explosive. We'll see. And that's going to be a great game to see if the Niners' pass-first approach is legit or if it's just a wrinkle on what they already are.
Yeah, that's why I think we even talked about it. We were on pretty much on the same page last week. They have to go throw early and often to set up the run for later. Because I think, what was it, the first half, the Niners had like 30, 40 yards rushing. And then the second half, they doubled and tripled it. Mm-hmm. Which wasn't shocking to me. It was like, you use the pass to set up the run.
Exactly.
But if you use, like you just said, if they use the passing game to chase the game, it's not going to work because now you're back to square one where you're predictable again. You're running the game earlier. You're so predictable. So do it early to keep them off balance and you keep keeping the drive sustaining itself. And I think that's where you're going to find success going forward because you cannot have Jimmy try to win you the game when you're down by like 10 or 7. If it's like a tuck and pull game, like you're tied, sure. But if you're down by like 7 or 10, that's where it's going to start becoming very, very difficult.
Right, and you know that every single opponent for the rest of the season, the defensive game plan coming in is stop the Niners run game. You know that in the first half. And so if you if the Niners keep doing what they did, 21 passes, 7 runs in the first half, by halftime, the opposing team is going to say, oh, okay, we got to make adjustments. We got to take away this passing game. And then, boom, you hit him with Elijah Mitchell. It could work. This could keep working. I mean, the fact that the Niners didn't get this until midway through the season, kind of like last year, where they have a wrinkle now where teams may not figure it out for a couple of months. Actually, if you haven't been paying attention to the Niners, they're a pass-first team now. And if you don't know that, you're going to lose. That's just kind of interesting. Jose, did you catch the Mexico game? Yeah.
Of course I did. It was just disappointing that they had a draw and not win, but better a point than a loss, you know?